Welcome to my channel Geography, Samachir Syllabus of Tamil Nadu. Class 10 Geography, Lesson 4, India, Resources and Industries. What are natural resources? Natural resources are materials and substances that occur naturally and can be used for economic gain. They include minerals, forest, land, and water. Some natural resources, such as soil and water, are essential for the existence of life. So, any matter or energy derived from the environment that is used by us is called a natural resource. Natural resources include air, water, soil, minerals, fossil fuels, plants, wildlife, etc. Many natural resources are used as raw materials. They play a vital role in the economic development of any region. There are two types of resources based on continued availability: renewable resource and non-renewable resource. What is a renewable resource? A renewable resource is one that can be used repeatedly and does not run out because it is naturally replaced. A renewable resource essentially has an endless supply, such as solar energy, wind energy, and geothermal pressure. So, renewable resources are those which have natural regeneration after their utilization. Example: solar energy, wind energy, biogas, tidal energy, wave energy are the example of renewable resources. What are non-renewable resources? They are the sources that cannot be replaced again after utilization. It is a natural substance that is not replenished with the speed at which it is consumed. It is a finite resource. Example: coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. That is, all fossil fuels such as oil, natural gas, and coal are examples of non-renewable resources. Now let us see the difference between renewable and non-renewable resource. Renewable resources can be used more than once. They have unlimited stock supply. They have low carbon emissions, but it's very expensive to create or install the renewable resource. We can take solar energy as an example, and they have environmental impact. A non-renewable resource, it can be used only one time. It's made of fossil fuels, limited supply, higher relative carbon emissions, less expensive to create, and both renewable and non-renewable resources have environmental impact. What are minerals? Mineral is a natural substance of organic or inorganic origin with definite chemical and physical properties. What is mining? Mining is extracting ore or minerals from the ground. And ore is a natural material with a high concentration of economically valuable minerals that can be mined for a profit. And there are two types of mining. The mines near the earth's crust are known as open pit mines. The deep mines are known as shaft mines. So the two types of mines are open pit mines and shaft mines. The two types of minerals are metallic and non-metallic. On the basis of chemical and physical properties, minerals are broadly grouped under two categories. They are metallic and non-metallic minerals. Now let us see the properties of metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are minerals that contain metals in their chemical formula. Metallic minerals have a shine of their own. Metallic minerals are associated with igneous rocks. Metallic minerals are quite ductile. What is ductile? Ductile is the ability of solid material to deform under tense or stress. Practically, a ductile material is a material that can easily be stretched into a wire when pulled. Gold is the most ductile material on our earth. Metals can be extracted by melting the metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals or minerals that do not contain any metal elements in their compounds. Non-metallic minerals do not have a shine of their own. Non-metallic minerals are associated with sedimentary rocks. Non-metallic minerals are non-ductile and can be broken upon collision. Non-metallic minerals do not yield new products upon yielding, upon melting. Metallic minerals are the minerals which contain one or more metallic elements in them. These deposits consist of a variety of valuable metals like iron, manganese, copper, bauxite, nickel, zinc, lead, gold, etc. Metallic minerals occur in rare, naturally formed concentrations known as mineral deposits. First, let us see about iron ore, which is a metallic, very important metallic mineral. Iron ore is most widely distributed element of the Earth's crust. Rarely it occurs in a free state. It enters into the composition of many rocks and minerals, especially from igneous and metamorphic rocks. The total recoverable reserves of iron ore in India are hematite and magnetite. So in India, mostly hematite and magnetite type of iron ores are mined in India. And this is the iron mine, and this is the extracted iron from the iron ores, and this is how it is processed. Distribution of iron ore in India. Jharkhand is the leading producer of iron ore with 25% of the country's production. Singhbhum, Hazaribagh, Dhanbad and Ranchi districts are its major producers. So Jharkhand is the leading producer of iron ore in India. And next comes Odisha. Odisha with 21% production, it ranks second in the production of iron ore in India. Sundargarh, Mayurbhanj, Sambalpur and Keonjhar districts are its major producers. The magnetic production of Chhattisgarh is 18%. Rajgarh and Bilaspur are its leading districts. Karnataka is 20%. Chikmagalur, Chitradurga, Shimoga and Dharwad districts are its major producers in Karnataka. Next, Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu produce about 5% each. Kurnool, Guntur, Kadapa and Anantapur districts in Andhra Pradesh and Salem, Namakkal, Tiruvannamalai, Tiruchirappalli, Coimbatore, Madurai and Tirunelveli districts in Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu have iron ore deposits. SAIL, Steel Authority of India Limited. The Ministry of Steel is responsible for planning and development of iron and steel industries in India. Next, manganese. It is a silvery grey element. India is the fifth largest producer of manganese in the world. Manganese ores usually consist of dark brown to black oxides, particularly pyrolusite and silmonglane, available in combination with iron, laterite and other minerals. It serves as basic raw material for alloying. Nearly 10 kg of manganese is required for manufacturing 1 ton of steel. It is also used in the manufacturing of bleaching powder, insecticides, paints and batteries. And manganese is essential to iron and steel production by virtue of its sulfur fixing, deoxidizing and alloying properties. It is also used in steel making, dry cell batteries, plant fertilizers, animal feed, and it's used as colorants for brick. And manganese was discovered by Johann Gahn in 1774. The large deposits of manganese is found in Odisha, followed by Karnataka. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Goa, Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Telangana, West Bengal together constitute about 2% of India's manganese resource. So the other major 98% of the manganese resource is found in Odisha and in Karnataka. Manganese deposits occur mainly as metamorphosis bedded sedimentary deposits. Manganese Ore India Limited. It is a state-owned manganese ore mining company headquartered in Nagpur with a market share of 50%. It was the largest producer of manganese ore in India. Next comes copper. Copper is the first metal that prehistoric man has started using for many purposes. Being flexible, it can be made into utensils of any shape, that is vessels. Brass and bronze are obtained when the copper alloys with zinc and tin respectively. In Tamil, brass is called as pittalai and bronze is called as vengalam. Brass, when it combines copper, when it combines with zinc, we get the alloy of brass. When copper is combined with tin, we get the alloy of bronze. Copper has been commonly used for making cooking utensils and other objects of common utility. In modern days, it is extensively used in vast variety of electrical machinery and wires and electrical wires. Largest reserves of copper ore is in the state of Rajasthan, followed by Jharkhand and Madhya Pradesh. The states of Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Odisha, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Uttarakhand and West Bengal account for 7.9% of the total copper reserves of India. So this is Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh. We have it in West Bengal and also in Bihar. Hindustan Copper Limited is a government-owned corporation in the Central Public Enterprise under the Ministry of Mines, India. Next comes aluminium. The ore of aluminium is known as bauxite. Bauxite is an important ore from which aluminium is extracted. It is found in the rock consisting mainly of hydrated aluminium oxides. Bauxite is widely distributed as surface deposits in the areas of laterite soil. Being light in weight and tough, aluminium is used in the manufacture of aircrafts and automobile engines. Bauxite is also used in the manufacture of cement and chemicals. The main bauxite deposits occur in Odisha, Gujarat, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, and Tamil Nadu. NALCO, National Aluminium Company Limited, abbreviated as NALCO, was incorporated in the year 1981, has units in Odisha at places like Angul and Damanjodi. It was incorporated as a public sector enterprise of the Ministry of Mines, Government of India in 1981. Now let us see about the non-metallic minerals. These minerals do not contain any metal in them. Mica, limestone, gypsum, nitrate, potash, dolomite, coal, petroleum, etc. are the non-metallic minerals. Mica. In ancient time, mica was used in Ayurvedic medicine. Mica became popular with the development of electrical industry. Abrak is a good quality, translucent, easily splittable into thin sheets, flat, colorless, elastic, and incompressible. What is translucent? It is the material, the translucent material lets light pass through, but the objects on the other side cannot be seen clearly. Mica is used in making of lubricants, medicines, paints, and varnishes. Since it is a non-conductor of electricity, it is exclusively used in electrical goods. And also it is used in making of insulating properties as it withstands high voltage and has low power loss factor. The major deposits of mica are found in Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Odisha, and Jharkhand. Limestone. Limestone is associated with rocks composed of either calcium carbonate or the double carbonate of calcium and magnesium or the mixture of both. Limestone also contains small quantities of silica, alumina, iron oxides, phosphorus, and sulfur. Limestone is used in the industries of chemicals for soda ash, caustic soda, bleaching powder, paper, cement, iron and steel, glass, and fertilizers. The major limestone producing areas in India are Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya, Gujarat, and Chhattisgarh. Gypsum. Gypsum is a hydrated sulfate of calcium which occurs as white, opaque, or transparent mineral in beds of sedimentary rocks such as limestone, sandstone, and shale. Gypsum is used in the manufacture of cement, fertilizers, wallboard, plaster of Paris, and in soil conditioning. Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Andhra Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh are the major producers of gypsum in India. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe my channel, and if you find this video very useful, kindly subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you.